Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on February 11th, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop who y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, man, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com and click that premium picks tab. If you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my handicapper page, man, and that's where you can find my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. You get every play that I release in that time frame of the package that you get. So say you hop on a 3-day today, you get all my plays for today, all my plays for tomorrow and Monday. So it's a good time to hop on one of those, man. You get all my NBA today, all my college basketball, any NHL. You get my Super Bowl tomorrow, any NBA that I got in that span. So think about hopping on one of them long terms, man. We're running pretty hot right now. You can also scoop my $15 NBA Jam Session play up by itself over there at Pick Dawgz Premium. We've hit 4 in a row on that play, including a winner last night with the Dallas Mavericks on the money line. We got some plus money on that yesterday. Love to see that, man. So we've hit 4 in a row on that, including 14 of our last 22. We're starting to see that really well on that jam session play, and I love tonight's play as well. So you can scoop that up over at Pick Dawgz Premium, man, $15. Follow me on Twitter as well at ParlayGuyJS. That's where I update y'all on late injury news. Let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. I also drop free parlays, free plays, and stuff over there occasionally, man. So follow me there, man. We got a nice size card on a Saturday. We want to smash it per usual, man. So without further ado, let's try to do just that. Let's make some money tonight, and let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Philadelphia 76ers out on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Philly laying 1, total 225. For me, here in our first one of the day, man, we're going to take the Nets on the money line as I think they win this game outright. Philadelphia's on the back-to-back after winning last night against the New York Knicks, man. They won that one 119-108. Whenever you see the Knicks against the 76ers and Joel Embiid's playing for the Sixers, take the Sixers on the money line. It's a lock every time. I think it's like, I want to say 16-2 now. Since Joel Embiid has been with the Sixers, he always beats the Knicks. It just always happens. And they're on a back-to-back tonight, though. They're on the road as well. They're in Brooklyn. And quite honestly, nobody's on this injury report right now, but I think Philly sits some guys. Y'all know this video comes out kind of early in the morning. And the line, I think, is indicating that as well at Philly -1. And Joel Embiid's been dealing with that foot injury. I really, really think he sits tonight. I think there's no way in hell he plays on this back-to-back against the Nets. The Nets now have all their reinforcements back as well after all the trading they did. Looks like everybody's going to be a go tonight for them. They're at home. They're trying to display all that new talent that they got. I think they win this game against the Philadelphia 76ers. It's not a good spot for the Sixers, man. The Nets also working with double revenge as the Sixers have won both matchups this season. I know this is a new Nets team. We're still trying to see where they're going to fall with all these new guys. Can Cam Thomas get hot again tonight? That's yet to be seen. But me personally, I think the Sixers, we're going to get some injury news that breaks our way. They're going to sit some guys on this back-to-back. The Nets, I think they win this one on their home floor, and I think the line's kind of already indicating that to us right now. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Denver Nuggets out on the road. Don't even sound right. The Denver Chicken Nuggets out on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets, man. Denver laying 8.5, total 235.5. Short, sweet, and simple in this one, man. We're laying the points with the Nuggets. We can't even look at the Hornets right now, bro. They've been dominated in just about every game they've played. I know they kept it competitive the first matchup with the Nuggets in Denver as they only lost that game by 4. And I know the Nuggets are not the same juggernaut out on the road as they are on their home floor. But all that said, man, this is still the Denver Nuggets, arguably the best team in the West against one of the worst teams in the league. I think they can win this game fairly comfortably, especially after dropping their last one to the Orlando Magic out on the road, 115-104. Bounce back game. They beat up on this Charlotte Hornets team. Charlotte on a back-to-back after getting hammered yesterday by the Boston Celtics. They were out on the road in that one. I think they return home and get hammered again by the Denver Chicken Nuggets. So short, sweet, and simple for me here in this one. I'll lean Nuggets. Hard to even look in the direction of the Charlotte Hornets. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Miami Heat out on the road facing the Orlando Magic. Miami laying 1, total 217. Miami on the back-to-back, man, after narrowly escaping yesterday against the Houston Rockets. Man, I am mad at myself for not having that game as a premium. I didn't have no money on it or anything, man, and I am kicking myself for that. I'm the king of fading the Miami Heat at home, bro. I started that this season, and I didn't even do it yesterday. Those are the spots where I just got to continue to do it, bro. We just got to continue to fade Miami at home, damn near every opportunity we get. Now they're on a back-to-back. They're on the road facing the Orlando Magic. And believe it or not, man, I'm fading the Magic. I'm taking the Miami Heat. I don't have a vendetta as much as with the Heat on the road as I do at home. At home, they're the worst cover team in the NBA. The worst. They do not hoop at home, but they're okay on the road. They're about average on the road. And I do think they go in here and beat up on the Magic, quite honestly, because they always beat up on the Magic. The Magic are the Miami Heat's little brother, and they always just little bro 'em every single time. The Miami Heat, they beat them earlier this season, 110-105. That game was in Miami. This one's in Orlando, but, they're cousins. They're right next to each other. I think Miami goes in there and beats them straight up. I know the Magic have been playing really good basketball. I know the Magic are now the second best cover team in all of the NBA. But asking the Magic to win a game straight up at home, you're asking for it. They're 14-14 straight up at home, so they're 50-50. But if you're asking me who's a better team, it's the Miami Heat. The Magic, we do like betting them. We can make money betting the Magic, but I don't think tonight's that night. I think the Heat continue to beat up on their little brother. They're on the road where we can bet the Heat. Y'all know I never like betting the Heat in Miami, as they're the worst home cover team in the NBA. We should have faded them and put damn near... It should have been a max play unit yesterday, but we didn't. It happens. We're going to let some slip through the cracks. But tonight, I'm not going to hate on Miami. I'm actually going to take them, as I do think they go into Orlando and win this game outright. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the Washington Wizards. Wizards laying 5.5, total 230.5. It's going to be a good game here in this one. I would lean grabbing the points with the Pacers. I know they got dismantled yesterday against the Phoenix Suns. Man, Phoenix really put it to them in that one. Final score was 117-104, but I still don't even think the score is indicative of how one-sided that game was. Phoenix, even shorthanded, put it to the Pacers yesterday. The Pacers just came out flat-footed from the tip of the game, to be honest. They were never in that game from minute one. Tonight, do they bounce back out on the road, man? The Pacers are really struggling. They have their engine back in Tyrese Halliburton, man, but it really hasn't paid dividends. They won that first game back, and since then they've lost 3 straight, and 2 of those handedly to Cleveland and Phoenix, and then they did cover against Miami, but they lost that game. They're playing the Wizards, who are struggling right now also, man. The Wizards have only won 2 of their last 5. They did win their last one, which was against the Charlotte Hornets, which really isn't saying much. They lost the 3 previous to the Cleveland Cavaliers handedly, lost by 2 to the Nets, and then lost to the Portland Trail Blazers by 8. We've seen these 2 teams right here face off 3 times already this season. The Wizards won the first matchup 114-107 in Indiana. And Indiana has then won the next 2 matchups, man. They won 127-117 in Washington, and then they won 121-111 in Indiana. So this is the last time we see each other in this one. I'm leaning Pacers. I honestly lean Pacers on the money line as well. I think the Pacers finally get off the snide. I thought that yesterday too, but I think today they get off the snide. I do think they bounce back and beat up on this Wizards team. The Wizards, man, I really haven't liked what I've seen from them either. I think this is a 50-50 type game. I can see this one going either way. And if you're going to give me plus money with the Pacers, plus 185, I feel like that's not a bad place to be. I do think they cover the spread. But me personally, I might be looking at Pacers money line here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the San Antonio Spurs out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta laying 13.5, total 239. I mean, quite honestly, I'm not betting this game, bro. I've been on the Spurs 2 days in a row. I had them on the money line last night. What a sweat that was. They should have won that game. They had every opportunity to beat the Pistons yesterday. They didn't get it done. I lean Hawks in this one again. Probably not betting this game. The Hawks should win this game really comfortably. Do I feel comfortable, though, laying 13 points with the Hawks? I do not. This should be a game where they blow them out because the Spurs on a back-to-back situation is not a good place to be. But, again, laying 13 with the Hawks is not really a place I would want to be either. So, lean there. Me, personally, probably not going to bet it, though. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks at the crib, man, laying 5, total 228. Both teams are on back-to-backs, man. We saw the Jazz win the game yesterday against the Toronto Raptors, man. I'm not really counting that as a win for the Jazz. I'm counting that as a loss for the Toronto Raptors. How in the hell do you score 5 points in 5 minutes, bro? I don't understand that. That was terrible. That's the reason why I hate betting the Raptors, bro. That's why I almost tell y'all, you're asking to get your money took, putting your money on the Raptors, bro. I think I even said that in yesterday's video. I feel like I did. I'm going to go back and see if I said that. But, yeah, man, the score with 5 minutes to go in the game was Toronto 111, Utah 98. The Toronto Raptors from that point forward scored 5 points for the remainder of the game. The final score in that game was 122 Utah, 116 Toronto. Toronto scored 5 points in 5 minutes, and the Utah Jazz came back and won that basketball game. I think that was more so on Toronto than Utah. I'm fading Utah tonight. I really have not liked what I've seen from them, to be honest. I think the Knicks do bounce back at home. The Knicks did lose yesterday to the Sixers. They always lose to the Sixers, though, so I'm not really putting too much stock into that. I do think they bounce back at home. The Jazz have been struggling here recently, man. They lost 3 straight before that win yesterday to the Toronto Raptors. They were pretty much getting their ass kicked for majority of that game, though, before the Raptors fell apart in the end. So I've not liked what I've seen from the Raptors here recently. Lost to Atlanta 115-108 at home. Lost to Dallas as 10-point favorites by 13 at home. Got hammered by the Minnesota Timberwolves 143-118. We've already seen the Knicks beat this team once this season, 118-111. That was in Utah. I think the Knicks, I know the Knicks are a better road team than they are at home, but I think they do get a win here tonight in Madison Square Garden, and I would not be surprised at all if they won this one pretty comfortably. So give me the Knicks. I'll lay the 5 here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got your Chicago Bulls. They're out on the road facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland laying 5, total 221.5. Cleveland is on a back-to-back in this one, man, after beating up on the Pelicans last night, 118-107. Man, I had the Pelicans in that one. But I even said it yesterday in my own video, man. Do we really feel like fading the Cavaliers right now, man? They're in that mode. We know we love taking them at home, but they've been playing good basketball out on the road as well, as they've won 3 of their last 5, and 3 of their last 5 were out on the road. Sorry, they've won 5 straight, but 3 of those last 5 were out on the road, man. They were dominant out there against Indiana, Washington, and the Pelicans. They returned home in this one where we know they're the best home cover team in all of the NBA. 19-9-1 against the spread on their home floor are the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're not overcomplicating this one. Give me the Cavs. I'll lay the 5 in this one. I know they're on a back-to-back, but as I'm looking at this injury report right now, I don't think anybody sits. They could, but I don't think so as of right now. I think the Cavs just continue rolling, quite honestly. They're just in that mode. We know they go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor. They're one of the 2 home teams that we absolutely love putting our money on, them and the Denver Nuggets. We have no problem laying whatever with these 2 teams on their home floor. I think tonight we take them. We were going to fade the Chicago Bulls. You know we have no problem doing so. One of the more inconsistent teams in the league. I don't like the spot for them. Their 3rd straight road game. They lost the previous 2 to the Brooklyn Nets 116-105 and the Memphis Grizzlies 104-89. We've seen the Cavs win all 3 matchups between these 2 teams already this season as well. As the Cavs won the first one 128-96 and the second one 103-102. Both of those were in Chicago. And then the Cavs won the last one as well, 145-134 on the 2nd of January. That one was in Cleveland. That game went to overtime, and Cleveland still covered the spread in overtime. I'm taking the Cavs in here in this one. Not going to overcomplicate it. I'm laying the 5. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Lakers. They're out on the road facing the Golden State Warriors. Warriors laying 3 at the house, man. Total 237.5. The Warriors, man, we know how stupid, dummy, crazy these guys go on their home floor, man, as they are 21-6 there. They've won 77.8% of their home games. They're still without their best player in Stephen Curry, but we've seen them hoop at the house without him plenty of times this season. Golden State, we love to fade them out on the road. They're terrible out on the road. But at home, man, they hoop, man, 21-6. This team is night and day on the road and at home, man. They're 28-27 straight up this season. So 21 wins at home, and That's just crazy, man. We know they hoop at home. That's where they play their best basketball. But tonight, man, I'm taking the Lakers on the money line. The Lakers are 25-31, 6 games under 500. If they want to make any noise in the playoffs, they need wins right now. Right now, man. They have to start stacking them. And I think tonight, man, they're back healthy. LeBron looks like he's going to go. Anthony Davis is going to go. I do think D'Angelo Russell and Vanderbilt are in there tonight, too. They're 2 guys they just added. And I think that bodes well for the Lakers, and they do go in here and get this one done. I know the Warriors go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man, but I think they drop this one, quite honestly. That's just how I see it. So, in our second to last matchup of the night, I'm taking the Lakers on the money line. I think they desperately need to start stacking wins, and I think tonight's a good night to start that. So, I'm taking the Lakers on the money line here in this one tonight. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, y'all know where we're going. I ain't got to do no intro. I ain't got to do none of that. Take the Mavs on the money line. Tonight's the debut of Luka and Kyrie. Don't let them lie to you on their injury report. Luka Doncic plays tonight. I'm pretty sure of it. And I think we beat the Kings in a back-to-back situation. Come on now. Let's not overcomplicate it. The Don, he's back tonight. The leader of this team. We've won, 5 of 6? Bro, don't overlook my Mavs, man. I've been telling you we were going to go on a heater. We were the worst cover team in the NBA for quite some time. We were not making money, but now is the time to make our money back that we lost on them earlier in the season. Take the Mavs on the money line. That's where I'm at tonight. It was my bet of the day last night. A lot of y'all were hitting me, bro. No, Luka, the Mavs are going to win. And I told every last one of y'all, bro, do not cash out. If you got a higher payout, take it. The Mavs are going to beat the Kings. The Kings are not playing good basketball right now, man. They are not. The Kings just came off the long road trip where they were not playing good basketball. They lost to the Pacers. They got hammered by the Pelicans. They did bounce back and beat up on the Rockets, but they always beat up on the Rockets. So that was a good spot for them, a good bounce back spot. The very next game, they played the Rockets again and barely won that game. So in their last 5 games, I've not liked what I've seen from this Sacramento Kings team. In my mind, the Sacramento Kings, I know they're 2-5 in their last 5, but really they're 1-5. They won on a last minute shot foul against the Rockets, and if it takes that to beat the Rockets, I don't know what to tell you. I have not liked what I've seen from this Kings team. The only reason they're still favored is because the Mavs are terrible against the spread, and a lot of that was done earlier in the season, and Luka Doncic is not officially listed as playing tonight, although I am about 90% sure he plays tonight. This Mavericks team, the morale is at an all-time high here in Dallas. Trust me, I'm here in the city. I feel the vibrations, bro. The morale is at an all-time high. The Mavs beat the Kings in a back-to-back situation. The Dawn returns tonight, and we're going to get the show we've all been waiting for, man. The best duo in the league. I'm calling it right now. Luka and Kyrie are going to be the best duo in the league. Better than what KD and Kyrie were. Better than Booker and KD when we see them. Better than Tatum and Brown. Better than LeBron and AD. Better than John Morant and whoever you want to pair him up with. Better than any other duo in the league. I'm taking my duo, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Before, Luka has sat 10 games this season. The first 7, the Mavs were 0-7 without Luka Doncic. The morale's so high right now. The last 3 he sat, the Mavs have won 3 straight. He returns tonight to a team that's surging right now. Has won 5 of their last 6. I say lay extended again. I told y'all lay extended yesterday with the Mavs. It panned out. I say we do it again here today. They pound on the Sacramento Kings team. The Kings are going to have time to get back on them. We are. We're going to have time. But right now is not the time, man. The Mavs are in that mode. And we're taking the Mavs on the money line. We're thinking about laying the extended. We're seeing the debut of the Dawn and Kyrie Irving tonight. It's going to get scary, guys. It's going to get scary. To end our night, take the Mavs. Take them on the money line. They get this one done. Can't wait to watch it. Y'all know I'm going to be tweeting about it tonight, so follow me there. Mavs, money line to close out our night here in this one. And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on February 11th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new. And drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found at Pickdawgz Premium, including my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day seasonal. When you pick up one of those, you get every play that I release, every sport, for that duration of that package, man. So, hop on like a 3-day, man. Test me out for the weekend. You get all my bets for today, tomorrow, all sports. So you get my Super Bowl pick, all that great stuff over there at Pickdawgz Premium, including my $15 NBA Jam Session play, man. Another winner last night. We had the Mavs on the money line. Got some plus money on that Jam Session play last night, man. We've hit 4 in a row, including 14 of our last 22. We're starting to get really hot again on that Jam Session play, man. I love tonight's play as well. So scoop that up over at Pickdawgz Premium. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJays. That's where I typically update y'all on late injury news. Let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. I drop free parlays, free plays, all that great stuff over there on Twitter, man. I was going to drop one yesterday. The card got kind of tricky for me there in the end. I didn't want to force it for y'all, but tonight I think I should drop one for y'all. So follow me over there, man. And let's make some money tonight, man. We got a nice size card on a Saturday, a beautiful weekend. So, yeah, man, let's make some money tonight. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm going to talk to y'all on Twitter, talk to y'all in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm out. Peace.